this is Victor, and here we are with another showcase. So this time I'm going to share with you the final work, so the final result on all the Direcasm warbands. Okay, these are all the warbands that are released in season 4. All the different warbands, starting also talking about the second starter set that was released in the middle of the season. So let's make a look to all of them, how they look like, the different paint jobs I went for. And yeah, and if you like this video, please give a like, subscribe with the channel if you want to know, and be aware that I have made tutorials almost on all these warbands, okay? So you can find a tutorial of any of these warbands in my channel. The only ones that maybe you don't have specific tutorials is for the Stormcast Eternals and for the Pures Wraith Weepers, or the Nighthound, because they are the same as the techniques I use for my own armies. So you can find as well, I can link you to a tutorial that is on another miniature, but the same type of tutorial. So let's make a look what we have here in this, what we had in this start, in this season. Okay, now we're gonna start with the Idoneth, the King. So here we have them, a warband of 5 miniatures. One of them is almost a token, that is the fish, where we have this, I went for this marine color, this light turquoise, combine it with the armor with green shade. Quite happy how at the end look like, and have one of my favorite miniatures of this year, that is the crab. It's a really enjoyable crab, you can see him. Really nice miniature, and as well, I think this warband is quite nice. I did not play them, to be fair, but painting them I enjoy it, and I think it's a nice, yeah, it's a good look to the Idoneth, this skin for this warband. Okay, so here we have Elathine, Sulrate, I think it's called. I don't remember the name by heart of all the warbands. So here we have another. I think this season had a very good warbands. Okay. A lot of personality, and some are more classic, some more modern. So this is one of that for me are looking is a classic warband with a quite a modern touch, right? Because we have, I think this sorcerer is really creepy, looking great, and yeah, you don't know that it's a woman until you read it almost. This is also then her sister. Okay, I got another great miniature. I think the pose is very imposing, threatening you with the mace. And then we have 2 Chaos Warriors, very traditional Chaos Warriors, one with shield and axe, and the other one with sword and axe. Quite traditional equipment, with the shield at the back. Very nice miniatures, nice details. You can, yeah, I went for the traditional black armor as well, one of the most common. So here I wanted to go for really this quite traditional look of the Chaos Warriors. So black armor rebated with silver, with reds, purples, and well, it's a green decoration, right? Because of I wanted to give a touch of color thing. All of them are looking quite different, and the only 2 that are quite similar are the 2 generic Chaos Warriors in a way, but I think it's a very nice warband and looks great. Then we go to the Orc, the Savage Orc, or the Blonde Spitters. We have a shaman with this snake. I really like it to work on the fur, on the cape. I think it's a really nice shaman. I like it a lot, to be fair. And then this is maybe my favorite of this warband, the guy with the claws. Okay, the how we call it him, the Orc Wolverine, or the Wolverine Orc, something like that. Then we have other 2 warriors, one with the bow, and the other one with this big bone axe. Really nice miniatures. In that case, I deviate from Games Workshop. I went for a yellow cloak there, or yellow scales, and very bright and almost lima green, right? I went for a very bright and green. Now we are going to make a look to one of the warbands in the starter set. This is the Miari's, the Lumineth. I don't remember, he's Miari, and then we have the rest of the one. I did a tutorial on this guy, on the leader, but where I explain as well how I do the greens, the purples, and so on. So you can see I like a lot the owl. I wanted to go for a white owl with blue eyes, and yeah, and I played with these purples and turquoise, greens colors, and I wanted to go the stones, so I wanted to go for these greenish stones, something different, like if it's like a wet environment, what I wanted to look here. I like them, okay, not my favorite warband, but they are, I think, if you are not going to collect lumineth and you just want to have a flavor how they look like, painting this warband, you have a little bit of everything, right? You have a bowman, you have this warrior with the big hammer, this is more a common elf with the big sword, and then I cannot miss the sorcerer, okay? Let's go to the back, and then we have, this is one of the repacks of this season. These are the Purse Wraith Creepers. I think it's quite one of the strongest warbands on top of this season in terms of gaming. Classical miniatures that they were released with Age of Sigmar, War of Souls. Okay, so nothing special on them. They are they have a very great bases, and I paint them on this black cloak with green aesthetic. The same colors I use for all my Nighthound. If you have seen my Nighthound before, you know that I go for these colors. I went for red roses, and then I add some additional red flowers on the bases to give a contrast to the green and the saturated colors of to give some additional color to this warband. I think it looks nice. I think it's a nice touch to have that there. Let me put them a little bit back so you can see them better. Overall, quite happy. And then we have the other repack next to them, that are the Stormcast Eternals. These are the Storm of Celestus, if I'm not wrong. So these are castigators. This is a box of castigators that have been repacked in the form of this warband. We have the leader of the unit here, wearing the helmet on the hand. In reality, it's range 3 weapons that you can only shoot once a round. Okay, so you have to be a little bit think about. We have one is a female warrior, and these two are males, and then this guy, who knows what the reform is. Hey, I went for again the Stormcast, the Stormcast colors I use for my Stormcast is an invented Stormcast. They call them the Ghost of Azir, where I all combine this jade or green armor with purples and this white with green shades, okay, repeated with gold. So this is a color that I've been working on this type of Stormcast for years, and I think I keep increasing my Stormcast. And then we go to maybe, yeah, my favorite warbands are oscillating between these guys and the Chaos Warriors, okay? But I think if I have to choose one, I'm more into the vampires. I love a lot the female vampire. I like the classical vampire that is the leader of the unit, the Prince Duval, the brute guy, okay, with this enormous mace, okay, really nice, and then the creepy guy with the wings. I played them. I think they are quite strong if you want to go for a hard-hitting warband. They have some tools. They are quite precise. They are quite survival. And I think the main object, the thing that you have to be careful is how to manage the hungry tokens. Okay. Then we go to the other warband that comes in the starter set, in the core book, in the core set. Sorry, that is the Slaanesh warband, the pension, the dreadful pension, something like that, where we have two small guys, we have the big warrior, and then we have the Slangor. So here I also went for a different color scheme. I wanted to go for my own colors with this yellow clothes combined with purple metal. Okay, so I use a metallic purple. You can also, there is two ways to do. There is a metallic purples in the market, or in that case what I did is I apply a purple contrast, purple wash, sorry, over metallic, okay, to get this color. So again, there is a tutorial. I did a tutorial on this guy, so if you want to know how they were painted, you can find a tutorial on the channel. All the warbands will have a tutorial on one miniature normally. I do one as example. That should be enough. And then we go to the Osiarchs. Okay, Osiarchs, maybe it's not my most favorite faction in the game. I'm not too much into this type of bone constructs, but I decided to go for more a fossilized type of bones, okay, that I think is also interesting, with this glowing orange that I wanted to put here and there as a magical items for the weapons, for some of the ornaments, and I think at the end I'm quite happy. I went again red armor as well, with bone decoration. So I used the bone instead of using the bone for the construct. I used the bone for the armor decorations. It's a different look I wanted to go. I think at the end I'm quite happy how they look like, and yeah, yeah, it's not. I would say it's not my favorite warband, but it's not for me it's not the worst neither. And I went for a desertic looking base. You can see I tried to do the base. Yeah, I know that it can be weird that if they are all on the beast grave, or if they are all in the same place, they should have more or less the same thematic base. But Games Workshop start making bases differently depending on the faction, so I keep applying different basing depending on the faction. And then we go to the last one I'm showing here. This is the Seraphon one with this lizardman, and then we have as well the priest, and we have two guys. Yeah, I don't remember the name. The Serpentines. Then we have they got 3 skinks, and then the chameleon. For chameleon, I wanted to go for the saturated greens to show that he's trying to camouflage himself, and the other ones I went for a quite bright green, and then with this red crest. Very traditional color, I will say, with blue scales at the end. Okay, so you can see here blue scales, and then for the lizardman, I wanted to go for more a ghostly blue. Okay. And then the weapons, I wanted to go for obsidian looking weapons, very in line with the, I will say the Aztec or the Maya tradition, right? They were using more obsidian and less metal. They had gold, of course, but obsidian was better. So this is all the season. This is all the season 4 painted and ready for gaming. So getting ready for season 5 to come. I just did a video about season 5 and what is coming. Yeah, my plan is to also continue with season 5, and I'm really enjoying, to be fair, the Warhammer Underworlds, and yeah, I will keep collecting them. So here we have. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Please give a like if you have liked this video. Now I will make some additional pictures. Okay, more on each warband and personalized pictures, so you can see them in more detail in case you have not seen the videos before. But as usual, please give a like if you have liked this video, share it if you think that people can be interested, and as usual, thanks a lot for watching, and see you again later. Bye!